Throughout the year, children will take a standardized reading test to measure where they fall within their peers' level of knowledge and comprehension. The reading assessment tests that a teacher administrators can help them to offer the right instruction to increase a child's reading and comprehension fluency. The tests are given once a year and up to 3 times a year, depending on the region and testing chosen by the school. Parents or a medical professional can give the tests. However, the tests are generally given by schools to ensure a child is progressing with his reading level and is keeping up with his peers. CTOPP is where a document an individual's progress in phonological processing, determining strengths and weaknesses of the person's phonological ability, and measure an individual's ability to remove the phonological segments from spoken words to form other words. Dynamic indicators of basic early literacy skills. This assessment measures early literacy skills through short tests. It's a 1-minute test that is used to regularly monitor a children's literacy development and early reading skills. The results can measure a child's future literacy proficiency. Iowa tests the basic skills. The nationally administered set of exams covers a wide swath of early cognitive abilities. This assesses the language arts, reading, science, math, and social studies. The goal of this test is to assist teachers in providing more detailed instructions to individual students based on the test results. Last is Phonological Awareness Test, which is PAT. There are 6 core subjects in this awareness test: rhyming, segmentation, isolation, deletion, substitution, and blending. One purpose is to identify skills that need review. Assessments provide teachers with information on what skills students have and have not mastered. It is needed to help teachers know the skill levels of their students, since students have varying experiences and knowledges. A second purpose is to monitor students' progress. A teacher can learn when students need review before covering additional content and which students are ready to move forward. A third purpose is to guide teacher instruction. Through constant assessment, a teacher can make informed decisions about what instruction is appropriate for each student. The fourth and final purpose is to demonstrate the effectiveness of instruction. The information gained from assessment allows teachers to know if all students are mastering the content covered. There are a variety of measures that can be used to gather data for each area of early reading. Assessment is a central element for any teacher and should be implemented regularly. Through its implementation, teachers will be able to help students access the skills and content they need from the general education curriculum. This will allow all students to achieve their highest potential. For writing assessments, there are several ways to assess writing. The most common method is to use some sort of rubric. Items on the rubric range from state-monitored writing standards to individual items specific to an assignment. Other forms of writing assessments use checklists or rating scales. A teacher isn't the one who can assess a writing sample. Students can assess their own writing by working in pairs or small groups. Small groups of students can meet in conference about one piece, or each student can bring a piece to exchange and have it reviewed. Developed by the Education Northwest, the 6+1 trait writing method of instruction and assessment is based on common characteristics of good writing. The model uses common language and scoring guides to identify what good writing looks like. The 6+1 traits within the model are ideas, organization, voice, word choice, sentence fluency, convections, and presentation. For each trait, there is a scale with descriptions for scoring. Many teachers ask students to read over what they have written before it's considered finished. It's often helped to provide students with a basic checklist to use as they review their work. This student's checklist is based on the 6 trait writing. Students can also work together in pairs or small groups during the editing, revising stages of the writing process. This peer editing can help students learn about parts of their writing that were unclear, discover what parts of audience found exciting, and can get suggestions from others to add. Assessment is used in educational settings for a variety of purposes, such as keeping track of learning, diagnosing reading, and reading difficulties, determining eligibility for programs, evaluating those programs, evaluating teaching, and reporting to others.